Plug it in.
I gotta turn it on.
Alright, go ahead, turn it on.
I heard something beep.
Yeah, your camera.
Oh, okay.
And it said reading, like reading XML or reading flash drive or whatever it said. It went by so fast it was green letters. This firmware update failed the first time through. It went and booted up from this, apparently from this flash drive, and then instead of going to the graphical screen, you need to pick up that piece of paper that you dropped over there. It says firmware update from USB will begin in 7 seconds. Remove the USB drive now to abort, which we're not aborting, we're trying to get it to take the update. Do not remove USB drive. Verifying update file checksum. It made it through all this part before, and then it got about 4 or 5 lines down in those green lines of stuff that it says that it's doing, and then it said that part failed. And this is the second time we're doing this now. The current firmware version is 3.2.0175, checking the version of the update file. So we have 3.2. You had 2.3.
I had 2.2.
Well, now we have 3.2. The problem that we're having with this now and why we're making this video is that when we went to the machine settings, nothing comes up. We did the firmware update. Nothing comes up. So we're trying this a second time. Because the first time, see those green lines? One of those green lines said this portion of the update failed, and then it continued to go on. It says, custom update SH not found in archive, exiting with failure status due to previous errors. So you sent a flash drive without all the files on it, apparently. We don't know. Can you explain this? That's the whole, this is all this audio is on this video, so maybe they'll figure this crap out. I mean, we've really been through the ringer on this treadmill. Just kind of fed up with it. It's not going to be correct this time either. It's going to, because it didn't do it before. It's missing a file. So it's downloading. Maybe it's going to download the file that it needed.
Well, we still need to get that icon, that thing that we can touch it.
Well, yes, but did you notice it downloading a file that it needed last time?
I was just letting it do what it was supposed to do. Is the treadmill moving?
Shouldn't be, but why is the motor on? We haven't pressed anything. The motor just kind of kicked on. Well, it's a 98 megabyte file.
Well,
we have super high speed internet. I mean, we have 50 megabytes a second.
So is it wrecked now?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, if it won't get back to that settings screen, they're going to have to send a different firmware stick, because we can't have that. Some companies make firmware that is backward compatible, and some make it that it's forward, like you can put an old version of firmware on there. And in other companies, once you get the newer version of firmware, it's on there and you can't go back. We don't know what they are because we've never. This is a one-time deal.
I know, but why won't I be able to use my treadmill now? Because it's not doing what it's supposed to do.
No, you can't get to the settings on it. Which means you can't check for a firmware update, or you can't do this or that, or whatever it is. I don't know what you'll have some functionality, but I don't know what that'll be. Okay. And this, according to this thing that you guys sent, you see that a graphical thing was supposed to come up. This is what came up last time. This is what's coming up this time. And, you know, we can't make it do anything. Updating system image, that's the most important part of it, I believe. So if it updates the system image, maybe this time that thing will correct or whatever. But we just tried to do this a second time because the first time was kind of the same thing that you've viewed on this video. Which at this point is 4 minutes and 50 seconds long.
It didn't show all that stuff the first time with all that writing.
This stuff over here?
No, the beginning of it where it said Ifit. factory, whatever, and all that other
Yeah, it said some stuff, but if you say it didn't say that stuff, it didn't. I know it didn't say the 3.2 point whatever, so it's almost like it took part of the firmware last time, but not all of it. So, you know, I bet you it takes this time.
Well, we need to have that thing where we can touch the thing there.
Yes, that's how it's supposed to work, but if it doesn't do it that way, and we're able to turn it on, and the settings are there, and everything else is there, and it's all there, then that's how it is. That's how it is with these companies that make hardware and firmware and stuff. They'll tell you that it works a certain way, and it should, but sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, they can hear all this. I don't care. Some technicians should hear all this. They get paid a lot of money for what they do, or at least I hope they do. They want to do a good job, and they don't want customers being upset. I want to do a great job, and I work in IT. I always want to do a great job. Well, it's a 6-minute video so far, and you know, how long was it on the screen that just said Android last time? Before it made it to the graphical screen. It was like about a minute or two. And then it went to like the graphical screen.
It seemed like everything just took like 15 minutes before it went back to the desktop.
Right. And now it says, what's it say? Finishing system update, please wait. This is all looking really good to me, Carl. I've done lots of hardware updating of the firmware on hardware and computers. And when you're seeing this kind of action going on, it's all a good sign. It's not.
I didn't see all this stuff.
It's a bad sign when it says it's crashing. It's a bad sign when it says it can't do something. We've had one bad line in there the whole time when it said something or another failed. And my guess is if it succeeds this time, what it did was it went to the internet, downloaded the file that it needed, and put it on there. And that's not uncommon. So it's installing the Ifit Video's Epic Demo MP4. That's the video probably that plays when you pull that safety catch out. And it says something else, blah, 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 in the future.
Yeah, I can turn the demo mode off.
Well, YouTube doesn't care. You can upload a 15-minute video to YouTube. If they don't like what they're seeing, they can fast forward through it.
No, you need to. I need to.
Done installing plugins, Tar, Adobe, Flash Player, blah blah blah. Waiting for internal S card to mount. Installation complete. USB drive can now be removed.
But it doesn't say to do that on here.
But
okay.
Just let me do what I do. USB drive can now be removed. All right. And on there it said to do what, and then finally remove the USB drive. No, it's just fine. Just let it go. I'm going to stop the video here momentarily. The last time we went ahead and followed the protocol on this reprogramming the console software leaflet. It's a one-page document that you guys sent. And none of the stuff happened as it appears on the document. And then we got to the main screen, and then we jumped back to the document and said, well, we weren't able to press any buttons, but we followed what the document said to turn it off. And then when we powered it back on, we realized we have no settings screen. It just hangs. So now I'm pressing settings. Now maintenance.
It should come right up.
Maintenance, which Carla says should come right up. And even after we reboot the machine, like if we reboot the machine, the maintenance screen still just goes to black. And here's kind of another goofy thing, is this is a computer, so why can't you guys in IT over there at Ifit or Nordic Track just talk to this tablet from where you're at and make the changes necessary or do whatever? That's my question. I'm Carla Collinsworth's husband. I own a computer shop. I've been doing this as a profession for 15 years with computers. Okay, see this? Application, blah, 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 is not responding. Okay, and we clicked wait before. And we waited, and it never responded, and then finally we just clicked force close. I'm going to wait to see if that comes up again. That's actually a good sign there too, because when you can tell them something like it says wait or force closed, then they can sort of, like if they encountered this screen, but they've encountered this, no doubt. They probably encountered this. So then they'll have something to go on. But I would almost say we've done enough making a video for them. I'm just going to wait for that screen to see if it comes up again. Either download the file to any empty USB flash drive from the link sent to you in your email. Did you get that link in your email?
No, because you sent me this.
Well, now you're going to have to ask him to send you that link. And the reason I want him to send you that link is because this is missing a file. And that's in your video too, so they can hear me say that. This, because when it was doing the firmware update, it says there's a file missing. So they sent you this, missing a file. Okay? So when you upload this, you can send them the link to this, and you can say, my husband said this is missing a file. Please send me the link that they claim that you would have sent me already. I'm going to download it again and try it one more time. And I'm stopping the video.